we should be having explicit, real conversations with children from a young age about difference. Yes, we all have different skin colors. Do you know where that comes from? We all have melanin. We all have different levels of melanin. Everybody has a skin color. It's just a different version, dark or light, of the color. And here's where it comes from. Yes, we eat different foods. And, from a young age, I mean, in my preschool classrooms, we talk about, right? We don't yuck anybody's yum. Even in the some, with food, you don't say when, because people eat different things and you don't ever want to look at, ew, so we give them words to say, oh, well, that looks interesting. I've never had that before. And that it's okay to say, I don't think I like that. I might not like that. And that's okay. But we do not criticize. It's not yuck because it's just different. It's just different. And I think those conversations and being very real about it from a young age, because we do know that children recognize it, is key, is important. And how we talk about difference and how they see difference being treated is going to impact them. And unfortunately, currently, given our current situation, we don't have a great model. We don't have great models in society right now. Difference is not being talked about or treated well. And, this trickles down because you have children growing up in this. So I think that those conversations about difference very much need to happen and very just real and very honest and very explicit because children are capable learners and children understand a lot more from a young age than we give them credit for. And they are here to soak up and make sense of everything. So that is what they are doing, and all throughout at any given moment. And anybody that comes in to their world that they hear, that they see is modeling. They are taking it in. They are taking note. So I think that that is kind of the best way that we can really, in a most holistic way, really address some of these things is that these are conversations that should be had and can be had with children from a very young age and should absolutely, definitely continue as they get older and new things come in and hormones come in and all kinds of, and we have this other tool now in social media that says you need to look this way or that way or this, and, I think in part there's many great things. I think that a lot of young people are even much more than say, past generations, much more accepting, much more understanding of the range and the diversity that exists within the human experience. And I think that's a beautiful thing. And I think that's a beautiful thing. And I think that we need to use that as a positive, and we need to be talking about that, as I said, in the most positive way from a young age, because diversity is life. That is how we exist. Species exist. If we were all the same, species die off. There needs to be diversity. And so it is a very much a part of our life and existence. And to treat it as not such, or to treat it as something that should be feared, is extremely harmful and detrimental.
Thank you for listening to the Willow Kids podcast.